how's it going? And today I just wanted to do a super quick video on creating a panning shot in an HDRI background. And the use for this might be if you were in real estate. And the reason I'm making this video is because when I tried to do this before, I had a lot of problems with getting a smooth pan. There was a lot of stutter, and I think the word might be called judder or something. I had problems with getting a smooth shot. So when I was playing around with it today, I actually was able to get it to come out pretty smooth. So I just thought I would share this with you real quick. This is real easy to do. So I'm just going to clear the scene and start from scratch. And you can get an HDRI image from Polyhaven. They're free right off the internet. It's amazing how free everything is nowadays. We're just going to go ahead and, well, let's see where I want to start. I'm going to start by actually getting a sphere, and it can just be the standard one here. We're just using this, you'll see in a minute, just as a reference point. Okay, so we have our sphere. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go into backdrop, and I'm gonna turn off the backdrop, and I'm gonna add a texture and environment. I always say even the Zabawian tribesmen know how to do this. We're just gonna go and grab our textured image right here and bring it in like that. And then this is going to be on the Y, and of course this is spherical. And you can edit the image too. It's on linear space, that's correct. But if you want to edit it, you can actually edit it in here. This is actually an EXR image. And then with the little trick I'm doing here is I'm putting the reference object as the sphere, and you'll see why in a minute here. Now if I go into VPR real quick here, I don't think this matters, but let me just go ahead and go into VPR. And there's our image, and we're up pretty close, so we can go into the camera and actually back out a little bit. I'll have to go into the camera view. And now we have a little bit better perspective, and we can pull in or pull out however you want to do it. And like I said, this might be good in real estate if you wanted to create some videos of interior spaces or something like that, or maybe in your scene or something. You just wanted to show the environment somehow. So anyway, there's that. And like I said, you can zoom in, zoom out here on the focal length. And that's pretty much it. And then all we got to do is, let's say you wanted to be a kind of a long video. Since we're going to render out it ultimately at 60 frames per second, you might want to have this up high, maybe 300 or something like that. And then what we're going to do is simply, we're just going to go on the sphere itself, drag this to the end, and then we're just, however you want the shot to be, we'll go to rotation, and let's say I just want it to be half the room or something, I'll go 180. And if I go back and play it, you can see it here. This is going to be kind of a slow pan of the room. So you might not notice the spherical effect so much, but like I said, everyone's going to know there's no way you could see this much of the room without having kind of a fisheye lens. But you do see everything with pretty good clarity. And that's pretty much it, except for the sphere itself. Then you just come into the scene editor and then just turn it off, hide it, just make it go away so it won't render out. And then just go ahead and render it out. It'll come out, of course, as a sequence, and when it does, import it into your video editor as a 60 frames per second, and then render it out at 60 frames per second. And then it should be pretty smooth. So the sample that you'll see at the beginning and end of this little tutorial is at 60 frames per second. So I brought the sequence in at 60 frames per second, and I rendered it out at 60 frames per second. And I think that helped a lot with the smoothness. So it's the smoothest I could get it, and I think it looks okay. I think it looks pretty good if you need this kind of shot. So anyway, that's all I had today. I hope you found it helpful. Take care and have a great day.